So here we are. We have our above the head angle. You'll notice I'm just going to widen my stance so you can see how my feet are going to be angled. So both feet are angled slightly toed open. That opens the gate to the hip turn and the backswing and opens the gate to the hip turn and the follow through. And my feet are basically shoulder width apart, because when you get too wide, it locks up your turn, and if you don't turn enough, then your rib cage is going to get in the way of your arm swing, okay? So if you guys remember my stop crashing video and how to coordinate arm motion with body turn, we're just letting the arm fall. There's the crash. Let it fall without a crash. Let the body turn out of the way. So you notice how I allowed the body to glide out of the way to let the arm have full access to the backswing. Notice my whole chest is out of the way and my arm is a free wheel. And then I do the same thing for my follow through. Again, a nice free wheel. So we go into the perpetual motion swing, and the way to do that, of course, is through my crane and wrecking ball. I'm just letting my arms fall. So dead weight fall, dead weight fall. See how there's no crashing of my right arm into my rib cage on this side, and there's no crashing of my left arm into my rib cage on this side. So you'll notice how my right arm at one point has to fold naturally. So it folds out of the way, and my wrists hinge on their snuff boxes. You can see the angle of my hands right here. I'm not trying to keep this flat. You know, I'm not trying to, there's no collapse, there's no cupping. So you can see how both hands are hinging naturally on their snuff boxes. And you'll see that when my arms fall, right, so there it is. When my arms fall, the body turns out of the way. They keep falling, the body keeps turning. So there's no crash of my right arm into my rib cage. So let it fall, body gets out of the way, everything gets released toward the target. Now as everything gets released toward the target, you notice how right here my right arm crosses over my left arm. That's all gravity done, all done by gravity, right? And how my left arm folds out of the way for my right arm to extend toward the target. It hasn't collapsed into my body. As my body gets out of the way, there's no chicken wing. If my body doesn't, if I'm trying to hit the golf ball, well, the body stops at the golf ball. Now I've just hurt my right rotator cuff, and my left arm has been forced to collapse into my body, and that's where you guys are going to start letting go of the club. You're going to get all kinds of wear spots on your glove here because you're letting go of the club at that particular position. So completely out of the way, no crash, everything swings toward the target, and then the shoulder collects the head, brings it up even further, and that's where the right foot comes off the ground. So right here. Now I've got this beautiful extension out there toward the target. Body's in great balance. And if my focus is at the target, the weight shifts naturally in this direction, the body opens naturally in that direction. So not only, you're not going to be focused on the no crashing during the swing, you're going to be focused on freedom to a target. Now for all you lefties out there, this is why it's so easy for me to perform the task in both directions. I just went a little deeper into the rabbit holes, no big deal. So I just swing the club back and through without stopping, and I'm mirroring the same arm unit motion of my right arm. No crash, no crash, no crash, no crash, no crash. Swing to the target. Body's out of the way, arms are swinging out there towards the target, very nicely balanced. Left foot comes off the ground after the ball is struck. So you can see the harmony between when my arms are swinging and I'm listening to this, I'm allowing the arms to swing freely, my body's responding by not being in the way. You've got the perfect match of, it's like a dance with Mother Nature basically, right? You're just listening to the physics of the world. So when you perform this way, it's very instinctive. It's like when you're tossing a horseshoe, right? Or you're going bowling. You'd never, leave the body in one place when you go bowling. That object is so heavy. And if you go back to my ridiculously easy video, you'd notice that all this stuff is done, it's already pre-wired into your bodies. So enjoy that. right? I hope you enjoyed that view. I think I am too. I just took a look at the review, and it's fantastic. So enjoy that, and we'll see you in the next episode.